Days of Our Lives spoilers for Monday, May 27, bring exciting news for Nicole, who learns that Jude is the baby she gave birth to on the roadside in November. Days of Our Lives spoilers and highlights. EJ forces Sloane to confess that Jude is Nicole and EJ's son. If Sloane doesn't come clean, EJ threatens to send her to prison. Sloane decides prison is worse than losing Eric, so she agrees to tell the truth. First, she confesses to Eric, then to Nicole, turning Nicole's life upside down. Meanwhile, everyone in Salem is hunting for Clyde. Ava and Harris decide to go after him on their own, despite their previous failures. Rafe hands over Clyde's black book to John and Steve, hoping that Black Patch can succeed where the police have failed. Maggie pretends to be excited about marrying Constantine, but she finds out that Sarah and Xander are planning to get married again. Although she's happy for her daughter, Maggie worries that her own marriage plans might seem insincere in comparison. Previously on Days of Our Lives. In yesterday's Days of Our Lives, at The Spectator, Stephanie anxiously watches the door and checks her phone. She calls Everett and leaves a message, wondering where he is. Meanwhile, at the police station, Marlena tells Rafe and Jada that Everett has dissociative identity disorder, DID, with another personality named Bobby. This disorder usually comes from childhood trauma. Jada thinks this explains a lot and calls Stephanie to the station. In the square, Chanel and Johnny eat brownies. Chanel's nausea has gone, and she's excited about the baby. She's relieved about not worrying anymore about radiation exposure. She wants to tell everyone their news. Johnny, looking unsure, thinks they should wait until they get an all clear. He also mentions that EJ and Nicole recently lost their baby. Chanel believes knowing they'll be grandparents might help them heal. She's also going to start showing soon, so they should plan for the future. Johnny weakly agrees. At the mansion, Nicole receives an apology text from Holly and replies warmly. EJ comes in with tea and a snack. He gets a call from Rita about work and angrily tells her not to call again without a good reason. Nicole thinks he's unusually harsh and asks what's wrong. EJ blames it on getting fired by Paulina. As she rubs his neck to calm him, she notices him checking his watch and playfully asks what's going on. He says he's expecting a delivery. At their apartment, Sloane tells Eric that Jude is really Nicole and EJ's son. She lied because she didn't want to lose Eric after their baby died. She thought he would leave her if she couldn't give him a child. Eric is shocked and upset. Sloane also confesses that the parents of the baby they planned to adopt backed out because of her. Then, Dimitri gave her Nicole's baby to take to the hospital, but she kept him instead. She saw it as their last chance to be happy. Eric, angry and heartbroken, asks why she's confessing now. She says he was getting close to the truth and admits Leo knew. Eric lashes out at her for hurting EJ and Nicole. Sloane shouts she did it out of love for him and Jude. Eric says she's incapable of love. Johnny and Chanel come home and tell EJ and Nicole they're expecting. Nicole hugs them excitedly and realizes EJ already knows. Johnny reassures her they wanted her to be the first to know. EJ takes Johnny aside and says he thinks having the baby is a mistake. Johnny says Chanel believes the baby will be a blessing, and he's trying to be happy for her. EJ insists he disapproves, but Johnny says making Chanel happy can't be a mistake. Stephanie arrives at the station and learns about Everett's DID. Marlena hopes she can convince him to get treatment. Stephanie agrees to help, but Rafe reminds them they need to find him first.